Welcome to BNEWS Weekly. I'm Phil Gallagher, along with BNews producer Sydney Bowles, BNews reporters Tad Stefanak and Robert Paris, John Vias with the weather, Gretchen Carey with community calendar, and Anthony Matos with sports. Thank you for joining us. We begin this week with major sports news. Burlington softball team made history Sunday as they defeated Tewksbury to win the MIAA Division II trophy. BNews reporter Anthony Matos was there.
1-2 pitch on the way, and Bimbo on the ground at third. Shuhu, throw over in time, and that's it! The wait is over! They're on top of the D2 softball world.
For the first time in school history, the Lady Devils softball team has won the state championship. It all went down at Sortino Field at UMass Amherst on June 18th. In the game, Burlington got on the board first with 2 runs, 2-0.
At the wall and off the wall. Rounding is McDonald. Hayes gets the stop sign. It's a 2-run double with 2 outs for Katie Hayes, and it's 2-0.
In the bottom of the first, Tewksbury got their first run as well, 2-1 Devils.
And rounding and scoring, and it's 2-1.
The score remained the same until the end of the top of the third with another run by the ladies, 3-1.
McDonald holds, it's 3-1.
Tewksbury had 1 run in the bottom of the fourth and then another 2 in the bottom of the fifth, tying the game 4-4.
Line to the right, and that will tie the game.
Burlington had a big momentum boost in the top of the sixth with 5 runs, 9-4.
And she puts it to short, and it gets away. Coming home is Willie. It's a 2-run single, and lines 1 into the gap base hit. That'll bring in 2. It should be 9-4. The throw is way late.
Miraculously, Tewksbury would tie the game in the bottom of the seventh, 9-9. The Devils held on in the top of the eighth with 1 run, taking the lead 10-9. And Bimbo struck out the side in the bottom of the eighth, crowning the Devils champs. Head coach Kristen Farrow couldn't have been more prouder of her athletes and how they fought through the tight game in the end.
Burlington has never gotten a state title. This is for everybody in Burlington. It's for all the alumni softball players who came through, and especially those ones who went to the state finals and didn't pull it out. I've been getting text messages from the alumni, and they're just so proud of us and so happy for us, and I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Amazing.
It was also her father's last game as the assistant, and he was glad he got to go out on top.
I had told her at the beginning of the year this is going to be my last year. I was thinking about leaving last year, but I just thought this year had the potential of being something very special. So I knew we had a great bunch of girls. I mean, throughout the states, we just had that refuse to lose attitude, and that's been one of my favorite sayings throughout my softball coaching career. You know, no matter what happens, you just keep going, you keep plugging, and someone's got to come through.
As for the 2023 captains, they were still speechless when we talked with them, but happy they got to hoist the Division II trophy.
I don't even know. I'm honestly speechless. It was a crazy win, a huge team effort. The girls pulled through with the runs, the hits, the defense. It's honestly, I couldn't have asked for more. I'm so proud of this team.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just still in shock. I can't believe that we just won, but I mean, we stuck through it all, and stuck together as a team, and now we're here. So
it's truly amazing. The whole team had each other's back, and that's really how we won it.
All the seniors will be dearly missed by Farrell and her staff.
Cass, Ella, Cece, literally the best seniors ever. I'm going to miss the positivity, the fire, the leadership. They better come back and see me, because, you know, every year the team is going to be different, right? But it's going to feel like such a huge loss without the 3 of them.
Bruno and Bimbo and Suhu have had a long journey together on the diamond.
I can't believe the ride's over. It's just, those 4 years went by like that, but I couldn't have asked for a better coach than Coach Kristen. She really has done everything in her power to get us where we are right now. So, again, couldn't have done it without her. I'm so happy for her. She deserves this one too, and yeah, just...
She's great. I mean, she believed in us throughout the whole season, so we never got our spirits down, because we knew that she was there for us and she would do anything to help us get to this place.
She's a really great coach, and she knew how to get us this far and how to get us to win.
After being to the state championship games twice, Coach believed the third time is the charm.
They just had to believe in themselves, and they did. And they came every single day, and they worked hard. There was a time about 3/4 of the way through the season where, we weren't hitting the ball a ton. We weren't putting up 10 runs, that's for sure. We were beating teams like 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, and I said to them, I said, okay, we just have to own this. Like, it's taken me this long to realize, like, this is us, right? We were on them for, like, we're not hitting the ball well, blah, blah, blah. But then we owned it. We owned the fact that we're going to beat teams by 1 or 2 runs, and that mentality has, like, carried us through. And we just owned who we were, and we did our best with what we had, and state championship.
Congrats, ladies, on a great season, and we look forward to seeing the team back in action next spring at Marvin Field. From Sortino Field, I'm Anthony Matos for BNews Sports.
Members of Burlington Public Schools Spectrum Club for LGBTQ students and their allies were invited to Governor Maura Healey's Youth Pride Day at the State House. The invitation came after Middle School Pride Spirit Day was met with protest. BNews reporter Sydney Bowles has the story.
After a Marshall Simons Middle School Pride Spirit Day was protested earlier this month, students in Burlington's LGBTQ affinity group got a special invitation to Youth Pride Day at the Massachusetts State House. After pizza and conversation with Burlington State Representative Ken Gordon, the students attended a speech from Governor Maura Healey.
Burlington, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for standing strong, Burlington. We stand with you. Yeah.
For the Spectrum Club students, it was a sign that their concerns were being taken seriously.
So I'm just really happy that this is being taken more seriously, that this is being mentioned at a high government level, and I really hope that I'll be able to speak up some more about the things that I and the other members of the LGBTQ have experienced. However, this was a really great step forward, and I'm just so happy about everyone that showed up.
State Representative Ken Gordon said he wanted to make the students feel at home in the State House.
Well, it's important that they realize that here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts that we support the rights of people to be comfortable, to live their lives, free of discrimination, and we got their back.
I appreciate the courage reflected in the spirit and the eyes of so many of you who are here today. It's not easy to be brave or to be courageous, and it's not easy sometimes to be or to feel like you're the only one in your class or in your school or in your town who's feeling the way you're feeling or going through the experiences that you're going through.
After lots of pictures and celebration, I caught up with Superintendent Eric Conti outside the State House.
It was incredibly moving. I thought the Lieutenant Governor Driscoll, who contacted me, was incredibly generous, and Governor Healey, with her time, was incredibly generous. And Ken Gordon, a representative from Burlington, served the kids pizza. I just enjoyed the conversations that they were having. It was clearly the students felt supported. They felt like they belonged here at the State House, and that's really what we're trying to create inside the district as well.
From the Massachusetts State House, I'm Sydney Bowles.
Burlington residents may remember a few weeks ago when the Department of Public Works asked residents to conserve water while the PFAS filters got up and running, and then asked them to keep conserving water as the process took a bit longer than expected. In his monthly sit-down with BNews, Burlington Town Administrator Paul Sagarino said the process may have to happen again in order to finish the work.
We have some final work that needs to be done to the actual mill pond treatment plant to get all the controls hooked up, and in order to do that, we needed to shut down the plant, which was the reason for Public Works requested that residents try to conserve water. They got about, I think, halfway through doing what they were going to do, and they had to shut it down because they had to bring the plant back online to create water for the next day. And we're probably a couple weeks away from having the all clear on the PFAS.
The Burlington Police Department recently added 2 new officers. Dispatcher Cody De Silva is a Burlington resident who has been working as a public safety officer in the city of Everett. And Special Officer Kevin Fitzgerald is a 1994 Burlington High alumni who has been working as a police officer and later police captain in Raymond and Salem, New Hampshire. Fitzgerald's appointment will allow the department to backfill many openings that are occurring because of certification requirements under a new police reform law. A working group under the Fox Hill School Building Committee is looking at ways to make the new Fox Hill Elementary School more sustainable. Burlington is a designated green community, which means the town has committed to reducing its energy use in town buildings by 20%. Possible green technologies include rainwater harvesting, an all-electric building, or geothermal heating, among other options. The school's facilities department will make the final recommendations on mechanical systems with priority on systems that are easy to maintain. The school is currently up for being redesigned or rebuilt with the Massachusetts School Building Authority. Some possible plans involve building a new school for 325 students on the Fox Hill site, while other plans call for combining Fox Hill and Pine Glen schools onto one site with about 640 students. The Burlington Garden Club has been awarded a Certificate of Merit for its outstanding garden therapy program. The award comes from the Garden Club Federation of Massachusetts, which includes 172 clubs with a membership of about 10,000 gardeners. The Burlington Therapy Program works with the Council on Aging to create floral arrangements, which are then sent to the Atria Long Meadow Place assisted living community and to homebound seniors via Meals on Wheels. The Garden Club thanks Burlington florists and a whole bunch of flowers for providing fresh and beautiful flowers for the project. The project to revitalize the Mall Road area took a major step forward recently with a series of visits and visioning sessions with the community. BNEWS reporter Tad Stefanak has this report.
The town of Burlington's Office of Economic Development is embarking on long-term plans to improve the zoning for Burlington's largest commercial district along Middlesex Turnpike and Mall Road.
So we kicked it off with the site tours. Trying to really get our feet on the ground and in places around the Mall Road rezoning initiative study area. Over the last couple of years, identified about 500 acres in Burlington's commercial district, and today we're actually bringing the community along to key sites throughout this 500 acres to see what's working and what's not, and hear directly from the community members what they kind of envision and what they like and what they kind of see as opportunities for enhancement. And that allowed us to see different areas and really just take in observations. What are the strengths of these areas? What are the opportunities in these areas? What I think is valuable during these opportunities for conversation and the workshops is that you do have property owner reps there communicating with town meeting members. Part of the attraction for tenanting these spaces has been the amenities, the mall, retail services, and other things around it. So then how do you enhance that over time? How do you make better pedestrian connections? And then we talked about the strengths and weaknesses together as a group. So we did kind of break into different groups and talk about the strengths and weaknesses of the area. Well, that's
good turnout. We had a lot of people from different cross sections of the community, some of the planning board members, some other town meeting representatives, but also property owners, business owners. So it was a good cross section. We have lots of stickies on the map. So the first exercise is to identify strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And so they're color-coded stickies to identify those issues, and we scattered them all over the 128 district.
Then the third piece of it was that following day, and we had more of a visioning. And the visioning was kind of to say, okay, now that we know what kind of the issues are, and we have some ideas of the strengths and weaknesses, what can we legitimately see in this area physically? And they used foam blocks to scale, to identify commercial uses, residential uses, and where they should be placed, what makes sense. So I think there's general acceptance for infill, and infill development really looks at consolidating parking in a more creative way so that you can add some more mix of uses. So buildings that have maybe a little bit more commercial, maybe a little bit more housing. I think there are property owners that are motivated, that the community sees can envision some additional development there. So I think we want to target those spaces. From the town's perspective, it's really important to maintain and thrive the commercial that we have there.
There's a lot of good insights from different perspectives, so it's a really good first start, good feedback. Now we have to go back and sort of figure out what it all means.
With the consultants, anything we do going forward is wanting to create more walkable connections through existing parcels. The hard part is putting it in zoning language so it becomes rules that someone can follow if they want to redevelop. But at the end of the day, what we're also looking at and have to balance is private property and also the intention to make financially feasible decisions in the future.
From Town Hall, the Commercial District Sidewalk, and visioning workshops to rezone the Mall Road area, I'm BNews reporter Tad Stefanak.
The steakhouse Smith & Walensky's newest location is now open in Burlington. The 8,500 square foot space includes 2 levels of dining rooms, multiple bars, event spaces, and outdoor patios. The upscale steakhouse opened its first location in New York City in 1977 and is now headquartered in Boston. It's a property of PPX Hospitality, which also owns Strega Italiano. Smith & Walensky is located at 92 Middlesex Turnpike and is open at 11:30 a.m. every day. The Burlington-based nonprofit Mass Innovation Network has announced the finalists for its Entrepreneurship Award, the Eddies. The Eddies, named for innovator Thomas Edison, are open to startups in New England that have working prototype of a groundbreaking product or technology. Finalist startups are in the healthy living, medical technology, and clean technology fields. Their products range from an AI-guided recycling sorting robotic systems for tactile sign language to temperature sensing devices that help people more safely store their medications. Finalists are expected to deliver their business pitches to judges at the Eddies Innovation Showcase on October 4th. From one kind of business story to another, there's a new store for handmade baby clothes at 3rd Ave in Burlington. And this one is a temporary pop-up store through the organization Up Next. BNews producer Sydney Bowles has this story.
The Burlington business community gathered recently to celebrate the opening of Plaid Pine Designs, which sells handmade, eco-conscious children's clothing.
My name is Michaela All, and I am the owner and creator of Plaid Pine Designs. I make everything here in-house. Before I was here, I actually make it out of my craft room at home. I use great materials. It's all organic cotton, sustainably made with eco-friendly dyes.
The store is the first to operate in the 3rd Ave space through Project Pop-Up, a grant-funded initiative that's collaborating with the property owner Nordblom and the Burlington Economic Development Office.
Up Next mission, Project Pop-Up's mission, is really to reduce the barriers to entry to test out a brick-and-mortar experience, to make it possible for a small, independent, emerging brand to get into a storefront and see what that can do for their business. And we find with the right support in place, it can be incredibly impactful, transformational even.
Michaela's family and friends showed up to support her on the big day.
She has worked so hard. I've watched her over the years, and so many people love her children's clothing. It's just getting exposure, and this is the perfect way to do it, and I'm so happy for her.
Usually when people think about Burlington, they think about, the larger corporations that are here, and that's an important part of what Burlington is, but it's the small businesses that really touch everybody, and this is a great example of a startup that, had a passion for what she did, and now look at her. She's right down here in 3rd Ave, right where everyone can see her.
Everybody's been so welcoming, so helpful. It's been really great to feel that support, not only from friends and family, but from everybody here in Burlington.
Plaid Pine Designs will be open through August 15th. For BNews Weekly, I'm Sydney Bowles.
Sewing skills are greatly admired by those of us who are unable to sew on a button. Burlington Public Library's summer reading program is set to kick off for kids and teens. This year's offerings feature games, prizes, local businesses, and more. BNews reporter Tad Stefanak has the details.
It's summertime, and that means fun and prizes at the Burlington Public Library.
This year's the theme is Get a Clue at the Library. It's like a mystery detective type theme. And I actually have 2 programs this year. And both programs are going to be offered for toddler through kids going into grade 5 in the fall of 2023. We are going to have our regular raffle basket program, and that one will be online. So we'll have all kinds of raffle baskets and prizes kids can win. You have to sign up online through Beanstack. You can either download the app or you can do it through our website. We're going to have a game board program. This one you don't even need to sign up for. You just need to come to the desk, ask for the game board program, and people can either do one of the programs or they can do both.
We have a teen summer reading program, and ours is completely online. It's like the kids one where they get a raffle ticket for every 2 hours that they read or 120 minutes. We're going to have 10 raffle prizes. There'll be photos of them online, but we'll also have them on display in the teen area. And then we have an extra scratch ticket program that we have a Burlington Public Library library scratch ticket that they can earn for coming into the library and attending an event or checking out a book. And they will either win an instant prize or it becomes a raffle ticket towards a special prize.
We're going to have our kickoff on June 26th. For children, it's going to be at 10:30. There's going to be a sensory-friendly kickoff. 11 to 12 will be a kickoff for everybody else in the community. And we'll have Batman and Batgirl here taking pictures. We'll have crafts, we'll have activities, and we'll help you sign up for summer reading. We also have a few other really cool things going on this summer. We're going to do a Harry Potter interactive movie. We're going to do all kinds of story times in the summer for the younger kids. We're actually going to have an iRobot story time where engineers from iRobot will come. They're going to read a short story to the kids and then do a little robot demonstration. And then we'll have our I Spy Wall. The kids in town will go to local businesses on Cambridge Street. They'll find an item for the I Spy Wall, and then they can place it on the I Spy Wall themselves.
From the summer fun at the Burlington Public Library, I'm BNews reporter Tad Stefanak.
Looks like some stormy weather this week. John Vias is filling in for our weatherman Peter Brown this week and brings us this report. And stay tuned for your community calendar with Gretchen Carey.
Hey everyone, this is John Vias filling in for Peter Brown, giving you our BNews weather report. And it looks like we're getting some thunderstorms for the next 7 days. Beginning on Friday with temperatures in the high 78 and low 68 degrees. Saturday will show thunderstorms in the morning with a high 82, low 67, but the rain should die down come early afternoon. Sunday and Monday look to be the same throughout with scattered thunderstorms in the high low 80s and low mid 60s. Same goes for Tuesday and Wednesday in terms of thunder and rain, but with temperatures in the high mid to upper 70s, low 60s. We ended off with Thursday, temperatures high 74, low 63. And that's it for your rainy BNews weather report. I'm John Vias saying get out there, bundle up, and enjoy the weather.
Hi, I'm Amy Poehler, and you're watching BCAT. Go Red Devils.
Hey everyone, I'm Gretchen Carey, and this is your Community Calendar. Beginning on June 28th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m., there will be children's shows on the town common. Ben Rudnick and friends will be first up. Everyone is welcome, and the performances are free. Also on June 28th from 10:30 to 11:15 a.m., the Burlington Public Library will be having iRobot come in and give a story time and robot demo. For more information and to register, go to burlingtonpubliclibrary.org. On June 29th from 5:30 to 7 p.m., the Made in Burlington store will be having a Love This Memory class. For more information and to register, go to the following website. I'm Gretchen Carey, and that was your Community Calendar.
A full calendar of events is available on our website at bcattv.org/events. It may be summer, but there's still plenty of going on in the world of sports. Anthony Matos has more.
Hey everyone, I'm Anthony Matos, BNEWS Weekly Sports Report. The Red Devil sports have wrapped up at BHS, but we still have a few more exciting events to tell you about. 6 athletes from the boys track team, including Elijah Walensky, Carlin Irwin, Ryan Brooks, Eric Sakaya, Rathik Prakash, and Mahir Basara, competed in the Philadelphia for a 3-day event at the New Balance Nationals. Here were the results in Philly. Prakash ran a 5K and finished in 11th place. Brooks had a personal best throw of 146 feet and 10 inches, finishing 5th in the freshman javelin. Walensky is Burlington's 13th All-American in history, finishing 6th place in the pentathlon. The distance medley team of Sakaya, Walensky, Irwin, and Prakash came in 18th place with a time of 10:37. In other exciting news, graduate Rathik Prakash was recognized as the Globe Foundation/Richard J. Phelps Scholar Athlete Awards at Fenway Park on June 20th. 22 graduated seniors joined Rathik across the state. 18 of these athletes received $3,000 in college scholarships. Prakash was one of these athletes. Unfortunately, he was unable to attend the ceremony this past week. We want to wish Rathik the best of luck on his endeavors in continuing his track career in the fall at Cornell. Marshall Simons Middle School was the place to go for the first Red Devils alumni football gathering on the Brush Turf. We go to BNews Sports reporter Robert Paris for more.
The past, present, and future of the gridiron were all together on the afternoon of June 11th for the first Burlington High football alumni games. The brainchild behind it all was varsity football head coach George Balian.
It's a great turnout. It's a beautiful day. We have a bunch of guys here from the past to meet our present team, and right now it's just a ton of fun. Everyone's having a blast, and I couldn't be more happy with the turnout, and we're just a great day today.
Current and former athletes reflected on what they have learned from the team building event.
Just getting to know some of the players that I don't know that are on the team now. You get to reconnect with guys that you've, that you haven't seen in a long time. I used to help out coaching a little bit, years past. So it's great to see some of those guys that you help coach a little bit come back, and it's a great day to build camaraderie and to build some additional support for the program.
So far, I'm having a pretty good time, and I really just like how, everyone who's used to play for our team and everyone on the team now is brought together. It's a great event.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Coach Bannon did a good job putting it together. I think it's good for the guys to see the alumni and get to talk to them, get to know their stories and stuff. It's a cool event.
It was cool to hear how they were successful in the we can take that into the season the next 2 years for me, 3 years for him, and just try to win games.
I think it's great to be able to practice against them. They have good skill, so it's always good just to get reps off them and to get better.
For football, it starts in the weight room, but it's a really fun event, and I got just have fun, So have fun. That's all.
I mean, this event's good because football is a big family. It's all teamwork. I mean, you can't play without the other 50 kids on the team. It just doesn't work like that. So I think this helps really build the family community we are going here.
The event was a way to create a new connection between the alumni and the athletes.
We're trying to bring back the family. Our mantra was, family, trust, chop. So this the part of the first connection is family. So we want everyone to feel welcome, be part of a family. So we have the past connect with the future, and it's a good day.
From Marshall Simons Middle School, I'm Robert Paris for BNews Sports.
Once again, congratulations to the Burlington Red Devils softball team on winning the D2 state championship, and stay tuned for a special edition of BNews Sports Hub in the coming weeks. For more Red Devil action, go to bcattv.org/sports and check out our Twitter page at BNews Sports. That's all for now. I'm Anthony Matos. Back to you guys in the studio.
And as we do every week, we're finishing with a photo sent in by a member of the community. This week, his photo is from Mary Leach, who says it's raining petals. That's a beautiful one. Thank you, Mary. We'd love to see your photo in this spot. It could be of a pet, a family outing, something you saw around town, or anything that interests you and you'd like to share with us. If you want to send in a photo, email it to us at bcat@bcattv.org with the subject line Photo of the Week. And that's it from the news desk here at BNews Weekly. I'm Phil Gallagher. Thank you for joining us.